Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Crayniaq Gaming, and we are back with the Baltimore State Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. And this is the conclusion of year 7 before we get into the offseason. Of course, if you guys have been paying attention, you know that Baltimore State did not make it to a bowl game this year. It's very unfortunate, but this was expected to be a down year anyways, and hopefully they'll be able to get things together this offseason so they can at least make a bowl game next season. But in this video, we're going to be covering awards, and as you see, Cedric Johnson from Air Force ended up winning the Heisman. I'm pretty sure Air Force still runs a triple option offense, so it's pretty weird to see a running back from Air Force winning the Heisman, but he did have over 2,000 yards on less than 300 carries and 24 touchdowns. So a very impressive season. Brian Newton from Nebraska finished second, Zach Cole finished third, and Bobby Rodriguez, a former running back for Baltimore State, ended up finishing fourth. So as far as Baltimore State players, Bailey Barba ended up winning the Bednarik Award for the best linebacker in the nation, and Brady James wins Return Man of the Year. So now we get into the actual point of the video, showing you guys the national championship game between Georgia and Nebraska. Now, generally what will happen in this game at a certain point is you'll get two non-Power-5 schools in the national championship game. I mean, of course, Baltimore State was in Conference USA when they faced UNLV, a Mountain West school, in the national championship a few years ago. But this time we have two Power-5 schools, Georgia out of the SEC and Nebraska out of the Big Ten. Both of these teams have been to national championships within the past 20 years, so this should be a pretty interesting matchup here. So we're just going to show you the highlights of this game. First and 10, first play of the game for Nebraska, and Brian Newton, the Heisman runner-up, able to get 20 yards on the screen pass. Very next play, Doug Bryant over the middle to Aaron Foster, who's in the Georgia territory. But now a 3rd and 14, Bryant over the middle, going to find Cedric Wilson, who's going to be stopped just shy of the first down marker, but Nebraska would get a field goal to get the first points on the board. It's 3-0. And now Georgia football, John Carter going to find Terrell Cox near the sideline. It was a beautiful throw and an even better catch as Cox gets both feet in bounds, and it'll be a new set of downs for Georgia. But now 3rd and 5, Carter trying to scramble, and he gets caught. He is sacked on the play. Gabe Phillips able to get to him, and Georgia would have to punt it away. So now Nebraska football, 2nd and 5. Bryant going to find Foster for 13 yards and a new set of downs for the Huskers. Now 3rd and 10, another great throw. Cedric Wilson going to catch it to get Nebraska into Georgia territory once again. Now 3rd and 10, Bryant over the middle, and it's incomplete. The receiver just couldn't hold on to it. Great defense there by Georgia. Nebraska would have to punt it away. Now, 1st and 15, another great throw from Carter to Cox near the sidelines for another first down. Then 2nd and 11, Carter going to be brought down for the sack. Nebraska brought a heavy blitz. Courtney Miller going to get to him, and Georgia would have to punt it away. Now, 3rd and 10, what a great job by Brian Newton to break that sack. Aaron Foster able to make the grab near the sideline into Georgia territory once again. Now, 3rd and 1. Another completion, this time Cedric Coley making the catch, able to pick up 5 yards. Now 3rd and 13 for the Huskers. Bryant steps up, throws left side, and it's caught in the back of the end zone. It's ruled incomplete initially, but they would review the play, and it looked to me like he got both feet in bounds, but you only need one in college, and you're going to see right here, the receiver able to get one foot and then drags the other one. That right foot almost looked like it was out of bounds, but it was in bounds, and they end up giving the touchdown to Nebraska to make it 10-0. I'm not quite sure why the game clock was running at that point, but that's NCAA 14 for you. Now 2nd and 14, Carter trying to run for the first down, picks it up, able to get 15 yards on the play, just a breakdown by the Nebraska defense. That ends the first quarter. So now Quentin Moss going to pick up a yard on this play, but he's going to be injured. So we'd have to leave the game, and that's a tough blow for a Georgia offense already struggling in this game. Now 2nd and 9. Carter trying to scramble out of the pocket, but he's brought down for the sack. Terrence Wood able to get to him. And it's just been a really frustrating first half so far for Georgia's offense as they face a 3rd and 11 at this point. Big hit there by Wood. Now 3rd and 11. Carter under pressure again, and he's going to be brought down for another sack, just holding on to the ball way too long, and Stuckey able to get to him. Next Georgia possession after the Nebraska 3-and-out, and Josh Coleman making a hell of a grab near the sidelines, his first catch of the game, and it's a good one, getting Georgia into Nebraska territory. And now here come the Bulldogs as Carter's going to scramble, this time successfully, able to get inside the 30-yard line on a 17-yard run. So after a field goal by Georgia, it's 10-3. Nebraska football. Brian Newton up the right sideline, able to pick up 14 yards, up to about the 44-yard line. Now 2nd and 6. Another handoff to Newton, getting outside again into Georgia territory, up to about the 36 now. Very next play, Bryant looking left side, finds his receiver. He's going to get up to about the 23-yard line, and Nebraska looking to make it a 2-possession game again. Blake Horn checks in at running back. Horn going to pick up a nice gain of about 11, making it a 3rd and 1 as they look to get another touchdown here. Now in the shotgun. They're going for it on 4th and 1, and Bryant just overthrows his intended receiver. That's going to be a turnover on downs. So now Georgia with the football with about 2 minutes to go in the quarter, and Carter right up the middle, able to pick up 11 yards on the scramble for a new set of downs for the Bulldogs. Now 1st and 10. And this time Carter going to check down to Quentin Moss, who's back into the game. He's able to pick up 11 yards and a first down. So now 1st and 10. Georgia again in Nebraska territory. Carter going to try to scramble again, picking up the first down and more. But he's going to cough the football up, picked up by Nebraska. And that is a tough turnover at this juncture in the game when Georgia was trying to tie it up before halftime. But they go into the half down 10-3. Opening up the second half now, Quentin Moss with a big run, a nice stiff arm, going to get him up to about the 38-yard line. New set of downs for Georgia, now 1st and 10. Again, Moss, this time running over a defender, getting into Nebraska territory up to the 49 now. And things looking really good for Georgia early on. Here's Moss again, this time on 2nd and 7. Another first down. Moss is just putting the team on his back at this point as he picks up another first down. Now 2nd and 4. Power run this time, and Jermaine Quinn into the game, able to pick up about 5 yards and a new set of downs for the Bulldogs. Now 2nd and 9. And here's a throw right side, intercepted. John Carter off target there. Martin Richards with the interception, and a very promising drive by Georgia ends with another turnover. So now Nebraska trying to make it a 2-possession game. A little screen pass again, and Newton going to pick up the first down just barely. Really looked like he was going to be stopped there, but he was able to will his way to the first down. Now 2nd and 9. Here's the throw. Brian McGuire going to get into Nebraska territory, picking up 12 yards on the play. So now 2nd and 9 for the Cornhuskers. And a beautiful grab by Brandon Mathis, getting both feet in bounds, is going to get Nebraska near the red zone. But now 3rd and 13. Newton going to throw to the end zone, and it's nearly intercepted on the play. He just couldn't get his hands on it. Had both feet in bounds, but Nebraska able to settle for 3. Georgia goes 3 and out, so now 2nd and 10. Newton on the swing pass, able to pick up 14 yards, and Nebraska again in Georgia territory. Now 1st and 10. And Bryant going to find his intended target. Wilson able to pick up the first down. And Nebraska looking to put this game away early. Now 2nd and 7. Bryant over the middle, gonna find Wilson yet again inside the 25-yard line up to about the 23. And now a 3rd and 14 for the Cornhuskers. Bryant trying to throw the screen pass, but he couldn't get it away. Brought down for a huge loss on the play. That takes Nebraska out of field goal range. They'd have to punt it away. So now Georgia football. And here's Moss again, getting Georgia into Nebraska territory. And now 3rd and 10. Carter steps up, throws it deep, and he tries to yeet to win, but it doesn't work out for him this time. Garrett Washington able to break it up. And Georgia would have to punt it away. We're into the 4th quarter now. Georgia with the football. Moss, he's just been killing Nebraska's defense on these off-tackle plays so far in the 2nd quarter. And he gets another one to go on that power O. Now 2nd and 3. Carter going to get it away before he's hit, and Coleman able to get the first down inside the 30-yard line on Nebraska's now. Now 3rd and 15. And Carter going to step up. Looking right side. He's intercepted yet again. The 3rd turnover of the game for Georgia. And John Carter just having a very bad time right now. Now 3rd and 3. Nebraska trying to run the ball here. But Newton going to be brought down just short of the 1st down marker. So Nebraska would have to punt it away again. So under 4 minutes to go, 3rd and 7. Carter able to break the sack, and he's able to pick up a 1st down just shy of the 30, brought down at about the 32-yard line. Georgia's still very much alive in this football game. Now 2nd and 11, and Carter going to throw over the middle, and it's going to be completed to Brooks for about 12 yards on the play. Now 3rd and 14. Carter going left side to the end zone, and he's nearly intercepted by a 3rd time, but Brighton just couldn't get his hands around it. So now 4th and 14, and there's a field goal to make it 13-6 with about 2.5 minutes to go. Georgia's still alive in this game. They just need a stop here. Now 3rd and 10. Bryant looking for the screen, and it's nearly intercepted. But it falls to the turf, which works out for Georgia anyways, as they're able to save their final timeout. Last chance for Georgia, and Carter just overthrows his intended target. And this game would pretty much be effectively over at this point. Nebraska would be able to run the clock out. And for the first time since 1997, the Nebraska Cornhuskers are your national champions. A hell of a football game, a very defensive game. But they were able to come out on top, and a hell of an effort by Georgia. Their defense played pretty well as well, but unfortunately they weren't able to get stops when they needed to get stops. And Doug Bryant is your player of the game. 25 of 50, 265 yards and a touchdown in this one. But congratulations once again to Nebraska. I know Husker Ninjas is very happy about this, but Adam Does Stuff and Beast are probably not too happy about it at all. But looking at the stats, Doug Bryant again, 25 of 50, 265 yards and a touchdown in this one. Brian Newton with 92 yards on 21 carries in his finale, and 67 yards through the air as well. On top of the 3 takeaways, this team also had 9 sacks defensively. So a hell of a game by this Nebraska defense once again. They really made John Carter's life a living hell. Speaking of John Carter, probably not the way you want to go out. 13 of 26, 143 yards and 2 picks. He did rush for 40 yards and 17 carries. Quentin Moss ended up having over 100 yards. So he had a really good second half. He was pretty quiet most of the first half, but second half he really came alive. Just wasn't enough to get the victory for Georgia. But once again, congratulations to Nebraska on winning the national championship. And now to end this video, I just want to let you guys know that I am taking recruits now for the next year of recruiting. I'm going to have the template down below. So make sure you guys comment on this video and on this video alone if you guys want to create prospects. I'm not going to be looking at any other video as far as prospects go. If you want a prospect, put it in this video. I'm going to have the template posted in the comment section. It's going to be pinned as well, so you can't miss it. Just go into the comment section, copy the template, follow it to a T, follow it as well as you possibly can. And again, realistic names only. If your name isn't realistic or your height and weight aren't realistic, if the prospect in general isn't realistic, I'm probably not going to add it. And just remember, there is a limit on how many people I can put into this game. So I do plan on starting the games tomorrow. I've already done the off season. We're not doing an off season stream, at least not for this season. We'll probably do one for next season, but I just decided to do it off screen this time, just because with everything just being so embrangled with my YouTube schedule, with Twitch and everything like that, I just felt like it was best that I just did the off season off screen this year. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the sub button if you're new. And you guys have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day now whenever you're watching this. Like I always say, guys, no matter what happens, make sure you guys keep that mofo rolling. I love y'all 3000. I'm outie 5000. Deuces.